Good morning, friends. Welcome to another day of daily meditations, almost daily meditations. Just a reminder, we're doing this Monday through Friday, so not on the weekends, and they'll be up most days. There might be some days that they don't quite make it up. Uh, just thinking a little bit about meditation and kind of what we do in terms of staying centered, right? We talked a little bit about the unevenness of the world right now, or a couple weeks ago in one of the sermons that I gave, we talked about sort of standing on quicksand, where the foundations or what we thought maybe the way things were seems to be shifting, dealing with increasing violence and the other strife just in our communities. I was reminded of one of the saints of the church, St. Francis de Sales, who um, this is not St. Francis of Assisi, so different St. Francis. He was actually kind of interesting story. He was starting his education, went to a meeting, and it was about predestination. So predestination is a theology that says pretty much everybody's going to hell except for a small number of people, and they're going to heaven. And so he went to this meeting and got convinced in his mind that he was going to hell, and it made him physically ill. He ended up spending quite a bit of time processing that, got himself sick, got to where he was bedridden, just kind of gave up hope and that sort of despair. And I was thinking about a friend of mine who asked me how much I'm doom scrolling, which means that you go and look at all the different things on social media and see all this doom and gloom. And it's easy to get in that situation. And then he found himself reading one of the epistles from St. John and found that the term that God is love, and then reconvinced himself that predestination was kind of not really a thing, and that God was truly love. And then he went out and began, a ministry from that, going to seminary, ended up being a bishop. And one of the things he's known for is he taught deaf children. He found ways for them to learn how to understand and to read and other things. And so just really quite a thing. And he wrote the sentence, never be in a hurry, do everything quietly and in a calm spirit. Do not lose your inner peace for anything whatsoever, even if your whole world seems upset. So think about what St. Francis was doing in that, he found out he thought he was going to hell for sure. There's lots of preachers that offer that to us these days. And I thought about the statement and what he was writing and, who he was. And just thinking about this in terms of how we go about our daily lives, and maybe a question for us is, how do we maintain our calmness of spirit? How do we find our inner peace? How do we keep focused on that for anything whatsoever? I wear an Apple Watch, and it has a cool little daily meditation thing, and it pops a little reminder up every once in a while to take some deep breaths, or to take a walk, or to take a few minutes for meditation. It's kind of helpful. At first, I was really annoyed by it, and then now I kind of just go with it because it's kind of helpful to remind me of that. But I think about this in terms of our own spiritual journey, about not being in a hurry, of being quiet, keeping that calm spirit, whatever situation we're in, and not losing our inner peace. So maybe take some time to think about that today, and maybe think about some ways that you too could, like St. Francis, find that inner peace in your life and know that God is love. Have a great day. God bless, and we'll see you tomorrow.